welcome to Face to Face, and today we're going to talk about spirituality, we're going to talk about well-being. I'm with Maru. Welcome to Face to Face. So you are coming from all the way to south to New York. How do you like New York?
Yes, yes, we've been here for a month.
Okay.
And yes, we are really grateful.
So you are with Sheila's Message, and you are trying to be in touch with as many people as possible, and organize something very soon in Union Square.
Yes, so yes, we've been this whole month. We've been sharing experiences in many parks and meeting lots of interesting people.
Okay, and can you describe very briefly about Sheila's Message?
Yes, it's a new spirituality that is growing all around the world. We gather in small groups, in small places. I mean, there's groups all over the world, but we self-organize. I mean, there's no central. So what we do is we gather every week to do internal work, to work with surpassing mental suffering, and also in social, we work for non-violence. And what we try to do is to look for the meaning, you know. So basically what we are doing here in New York is sharing our own experiences with it. It's nothing complex. I mean, it's just, you know, this search, this internal search for something else.
And how is the reaction? I mean, how New York do you think is more difficult than other places, or how do you see now you have like 2 or 3 weeks here in New York, no?
Yes,
so
like a month.
You start to get a sense of what is different.
People here is like rushing more than in Argentina. It's like an individualism. Also, it's very strong, and isolation too. But also that's why I feel that when people connect with us, they really do. I mean, we are having like very good experiences with lots of people, but sometimes it's just we are going to parks too, so people there is quiet and we can really have good conversation and different kinds of like very young people, also old people, like from all the different areas of the city. So that's the interesting part. But when we do this meditation, the ceremonies are like brief guided meditations, and we invite people to do one. So it's a very unique experience in that moment.
So the ceremony, like you do for other people, or what? How do you manage it?
We have in the Sheila's Message. It's it's a book that has 3 parts, and there's one part where there are 8 experiences. And we usually in parks and public spaces we share the ceremony of well-being, which is an experience to ask for our loved ones. And it's I think it's a very good for this moment, because we are not thinking of our love. We always are imagining ourselves and our own goals. And if something bad happens to any close people, we try to do something maybe, but not usually thinking of us or projecting us with others. So that's
and what are those other parts of the book? You say you have 3 parts of the book?
Yeah, there are 3 parts of the book. The first part, the name is The Inner Look, and it talks about the internal experience that Sheila had. It's very profound. It's very, very complex too, because it's so simple, but it's also so difficult to achieve that experience. So we take all the time of the world to read,
capture.
because it's not. I mean, words are not as difficult. What it says is not difficult, but to live there, to live in those states, I think that would help humanity a lot.
Yeah. And the second one.
And the second one is these 8 experiences. They are social internal meditations. And there's one meditation to connect with the internal force, with the internal energy. There's other to give protection to children. I mean, it's also very social and community book. And the third part is the bath. and it has recommendations and meditations. And that's why we are going to meditate on the 15th of August in Union Square. We are trying to give diffusion to 2 questions that Sheila says. Here it is.
This is my paper. Okay, go ahead.
So, 2 questions that Sheila mentioned in this book. That I think they are so important because they generate an internal void. The 2 questions are, where am I going, and who I am? Who am I? Sorry. So it's not easy to, I mean, we can try something, but if we really want to answer those 2 questions, we have to think of all our life, of our actions, and if those 2 answers change, it changes our whole life. So that's why we are inviting people this 15th of August.
So the 15th of August in Union Square, in front of the Gandhi statue, with like on the west, it's Union Square West in front of Staple, and it's on the 15th. Any particular meaning of August 15 or no?
Yeah, there's. We hope we have many friends approaching. We think it would be really important for our lives if we can try to ask ourselves these questions, and if we answer them, like that's the most important meaning.
How do you see? And it's not a tricky question. It's concerning the violence in this moment in society, where in some way 20 years ago, I believe it was less. But I mean, how do you see it? You think it's a sign of something happening, or what?
Yeah, for sure it has changed. I mean, the way of, I don't know if it was more or less violence, but it changed. I feel that nowadays everything is our heads, like more in young people are more not as structured as before. So not knowing where to go, and not having clear references.
The crisis is much more.
It makes
much more
things more difficult
larger.
Because all that energy that we used to put in maybe in studying or in a job or in a goal of a family, that now does not exist. It doesn't give like sense to a lot of people. Like people continue going to work, and I mean we continue studying and we do, but it's like we don't believe too much, and there's all this information. We cannot have everything, the clear map in our head, you know. So I think that's one of the...
So people have to come on 8:15, 7 p.m. Union Square.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the visit. Thank you so much to be in New York. And then we see you very soon. That was Presenza and Face to Face. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you.